We can pretend, can't we? No, we're still not in the truck. We're heading down to Omaha right now. We're actually in Omaha, Nebraska. We're getting the leaf springs for the truck. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go back a few videos. But that's what we're doing. If I put my headset on, could we pretend that we're in the truck? That could possibly work. I do have my headset, if you're curious. I can't survive without it. I remember when the headset first came out, I wanted nothing to do with it. Now I can't talk on a phone without it. Selfie. It's a selfie. Hi guys, it's a selfie. It's kind of a neat time of year. You guys ever wonder about that when you're going down the interstate, like where everybody's going? During the winter, when it's cold out, usually everybody's just going to work, going home kind of thing. But when it's warm out, you get to look at the campers, look at the families traveling. And you just think, I wonder where they're going. Or the U-Hauls. It's like, where are you guys moving to? Stuff like that. It gives you something to do while you're running down the interstate. Like today, right now, it's 80 degrees. Got a 20-mile-per-hour wind blowing with it, and it's about 80 or 75% humidity. But if you get an 80-degree day at the beginning of May, we're going to get storms. I don't know what time it's going to storm or when it's going to storm, or even if it's going to storm at home. We're 100 miles from home right now, down here in Omaha, Nebraska. So maybe they'll get a storm and we won't get a storm back home, because they were only calling for like 20-30% chance of rain today back home. But here, they could get nailed again. They got, man, last week, man, they got hit hard with rain. There was a tornado somewhere in there somewhere, I think. But with rain, there was like there was a couple streets here in Omaha that were flooding, like flooding. There was a car floating down them, kind of flooding. Volvo, I can never give them any stress. This dealership right here, they saved my bacon. I had a part break on the truck. I can't even remember what it was. Something to do with the air system. And I stopped in here and they actually had the part when no one else did. So I can never give them too much stress. There's Kenworth right there. We're going to swing in here. We're going to grab our leaf springs, put them in the back of the pickup, and then start making our way back up towards Holstein, Iowa. I've already been pre-warned that this parts pickup for 2 leaf springs, well, you know, a leaf spring for the driver's side and a leaf spring for the passenger side, is going to hurt. It's going to tickle more than what I actually thought it was going to tickle. So I am prepared for a little higher money amount than what I had planned for. Let's buzz by through the trucks here. They used to have a few brand new W9s here, and there's nothing. They're all Aero trucks. There's no more brand new W9s. Kenworth kind of did themselves a favor when they discontinued the Kenworth W900. Boom. That means everybody was going to buy a brand new one. Everybody was going to buy a 2026. Or was it 25? 26. 2026. So that was almost a guarantee that they would get rid of all those. I mean, granted, their sales are going to plummet though after that. So is anybody keeping track how much money we're spending on the round of repairs for the year of the Kenworth? Well, that one, okay, let's think here. We spent Well, I got all new brakes and drums put on. I did something else. I can't remember what else I had him do, and that was like $2,000. And then $3,500 for new tires. This right here, $2,500. Yeah, $2,500 for brand new leaf springs, and the bushings are already in there and everything. That's not counting all the new bushings that's getting put on it right now, and all the fancy stuff for make it ride better. That's not counting the alignment. So we just keep the tally going. But we do have to stop for a few weeks because I have to get some trucking in. Desperately have to get some trucking in. That's a pretty Peter right there. Look at that thing. That's pretty. I've been running around with the family all weekend because we were up north. And then Sarah was with me when I was running around down south early in the week. So I haven't had Taco Bell in a while. I love Taco Bell, but no one else in my family likes Taco Bell. Tater tot, sure go to Taco John's, but that's an abomination. I won't go to Taco John's. You gotta go to Taco Bell. I have a title for this video, and this video is not even done yet. A lot of times I don't title them till I get done editing them, and I go, what did I talk about? Let's put this in the title, this in the title. You know what we're going to title this video? We're going to title this video, we are spending money instead of making money. That's what we're going to do. Something along those lines. I have it in my head already. This is what we're doing. We just keep spending, and we're not making. I think one of my leaf springs just fell over. I heard a boom boom. I wonder if it fell off the pallet. Moo! Moo! Ooh, that one's really close. Moo, 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 moo. So I decided to turn on Ryan Hall, y'all, and listen to his live stream that he has going on. Because I looked down at the thermometer, it's 90 degrees out right now. 90 degrees in May. Whew. We're asking for some storms. Luckily, all the storms are going to stay north of where I live in Mapleton. Sounds like they're going to be up in that Lamar, Spencer, Storm Lake, and then up in the Minnesota and Wisconsin and the whole works. Where first class is at right now by Holstein, it's kind of questionable how the weather's going to be up there. First class is in a building, in a shop, so I'm not really worried about the hail side of things. If a tornado comes, we'll worry about that if that time comes. Trucks are very hardy. Right now we're 100 miles, give or take 100 miles from Omaha. Probably about 88, 98, somewhere in there. And then we have probably about another 50 miles to go till we get up to Holstein to drop these leaf springs off. Don't worry, that's not as high as it's going to ride when I put new leaf springs in it. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit under there. Oh, I'm going to grab my paperwork out of there while we're here. But no, that's not as high as it's going to ride. It will ride a little bit lower. Right now he's got it finagled up to get it out of his shop because he's rebuilding an engine quick. I miss trucking. I really do. Alright. It's going to storm here in a couple minutes. I don't think it's going to be nasty. Let's get out of here. I think the nasty stuff is supposed to stay north of where we're at right here in Cherokee County. You know, I never did put those windshield wipers on Dad's pickup that you guys were supposed to remind me to do. Never have done it. We drove 3 miles. Back there where it was raining, it was 65 degrees. We drove 3 miles into Holstein here, and it is back up to 82 degrees in 3 miles. It's just something. It's crazy. We do have to stop by Casey's though, because the phone's not going to make it. I thought I could, but we're down to 2%. $25 for that. For that. $25. Like I said earlier, we're just spending money like crazy instead of making money like crazy. But the phone is now charging, so I guess it was worth it. Dad, I have a good charger in your truck again. Those USB where you just plug it into the USB on the vehicle. Hey, no. You gotta put a cigarette lighter plug in there. Then plug it into that. Then it works. Or for you modern people, a 12-volt plug. But I think most of my subscribers remember when cars came out with cigarette lighters. Are we gonna tell me what's going on yet, or is this still a surprise to me? We're waiting? Okay, just checking. Are you gonna tell me what's going on yet? No. No? Okay. When your kid starts cleaning your house randomly without being asked, screamed at, or told to, you get worried.